here to the RC Entertainment building table here again in 2012. What we have here is a 90mm L-39 made by China Model Products, CMP. Hope you guys can see that right there. The kit was purchased at scaleflying.com. Some of you guys might have seen the Beechcraft bearing I did a while back. That was from scaleflying.com. This jet is not a big size, but not a small size. I've been kind of getting into the medium-sized jets. Some I can just throw inside my SUV and kind of leave the field. Let's go ahead and see what the box is. The box is open here. Everything's still packed tight in there, so I will be actually opening it. Everything in front of you guys. CMP also makes the T-45 that became very popular. That was a 90mm jet also. Build should be pretty easy. We'll go ahead and start opening this up. I will have my build on RC groups in my blog section of the build. So if you probably search Google CMP 90mm L-39, it'll probably come up with Flyboard in one build or something. So if you guys want to see pictures, it's up to you. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this untaped here. See what's going on within the box. I can tell you this right off the top is from opening the box that the box was made different than the T-45 came. The T-45 came in a box that was fairly, you could shake the box and things were loose in there. You can hear it. This right here was packed very tight, as you can see here. Everything's taped down. Even, I'm suspecting that those are the elevators and one's the rudder. Here, taped here. Go ahead and set this to the side. But everything was taped in there pretty tight, as far as QA wise, I will say. We're gonna go ahead and open this up. Some of you guys might know also I did the turbine Global Jet Club L-39 that I converted from turbine to electric using the TJ100 fan. I most likely will probably use a TJ 90mm shroud. I might try the change sun rotor like I did with my G500 jet. Try to get this out easy without damaging anything. I have to use my razor here. What do I do with it? Here it is. Go ahead and open this up with a razor. They also have a 90mm Hawk that's black. I think there's two different color schemes out right now. I did several Hawks too. 120mm Hawk, 90mm Hawk. It's out here without damaging anything. Go ahead and slide that over there. I don't want to make a super long video for you guys. I'm going to try to keep it up under 10 minutes. Okay, here we go. So, let's see. We have here is the center section of the wing. Now the way the rudder is designed, the flaps are designed is, actually I've never seen this style here of how these fit in there. Looks like it would make it actually less stress on the servo. It's with that being mechanical like that. But it has ailerons, flaps. As you guys can see there, these right here covers already did for you. So you got 4 servos in this area. And the retract areas already pre-cut out for you. Already blackened in there also for you too, as you guys can see there. The wings are fully sheeted. Well, actually no, I can feel a little bit there. They're not fully sheeted, but most of the middle section is fully sheeted. Also has the hose here pre-drilled for you to use the drop tanks. It comes with drop tanks also, but it has all the little detail right in there. Okay, so far so good. Nothing's damaged. I'm going to go ahead and set this here to the side. See what these other little guys right here are. Go ahead and find my razor blade again and cut these open. Looks like the rudder section here. So yeah, it's the rudder section. They got kind of smart on this too. Also, there's a little cutout here to where that servo for the rudder is going to go. And apparently, this has to be glued onto the back of the tail section. Some things you find if, after a while of building, I guess you can say that these things come natural to figure out. It's like as if almost you don't need the book until it's time to CG the plane, you know. And I will say, obviously, these right here have to be the elevator section here, because there's two of them here and we've already found the rudder. Tape here, starting to get a little tangled here. But yeah, these are the elevators. And the servo is going to sit right back there. There's a little cutout there. You guys probably can't really see, but there's a cutout there. Looks like it should be about for a high-tech HS65, maybe an HS82 will work back there. Looks good, looks good. We got the intakes. Intakes would have to be glued in. Also, these are the intakes. We'll open these up. These are fiberglass intakes. Depending on how powerful you're going to make your fan, you might want to wrap some carbon fiber tow around here so they don't collapse. I'm figuring about 2,500 watts is what I want to run this on. 8S. They say that it can be run on 6 cells. I have to look farther into that, but I'm probably shooting for about 8S, about 9 to 10 pounds at the most. This right here looks like the ducting for connecting the fan and the exit ducting. All fiberglass here. What else we got in here? Looks like the belly cover for the bottom of the L-39. Let's go ahead and see what else we got in here. We got a hardware bag. Lots of hardware. Some wing tubes. Light covers. You could add lights to the wing tanks. We have the manual. Pretty healthy here. Looks like they probably have a magazine of what else CMP might be coming out with next, but you got the manual. We have here the fuselage. Let's really take a peek at what this looks like. Everything's taped in there so good. I'm really surprised compared to after doing the T45. This thing is really taped in there tight. Fuselage here. Go ahead and slice this down the side here. Usually I leave the fuse out on my building table anyway, so go ahead and get this out of here and see what this bad boy looks like. So much tape sticking to my hand. Careful here. Yes, there we are, folks. We got the fuselage there as a cockpit inside there, as I can see. Has a front gear door there. The intakes come off and will have to be glued on there. Like I said, the tail section also would have to be glued on there. Your fan access hatches there. This is the bottom. This is the back in there. You gotta see the front of it here. It's not that bad. It's like I said, it's not too big, it's not too small. You guys should be able to see the edge of it from the ground here, but it's not too big and not too small. Something I can just put inside my SUV probably without having to take the wings off and just put it in the car and go, you know. Unplug my batteries, land, put my receiver number back in the flight box, and get out of there. Yeah, so we have the fuselage out, and it looks like the last things we have here are the wing tanks, tip tanks for the wings, and then we also have tanks that will fit up under the wing. Now this also should be nice and visible in the air too, because obviously the wing tanks are yellow. These are your outside wing tanks. You can drill a hole there and run your electrical lights, and I had the clear caps that go on the end there for the lights. And last but least here, we have the drop tanks here. Now one thing I can say also is that these wing tanks do feel a little heavy. They could have been made a little lighter. I think I would have wanted to make these a much heavier in case rough landing and these would get beat up, you know, instead of damaging the wings or anything. But these are the drop tanks that would go up under the planes. Not sure if I use them. Probably definitely not for the maiden flight. I wouldn't. Just some things I'm picky about. Usually I don't let my gear up on my maiden flight, and I wouldn't use these drop tanks to actually see how the jet actually performs first. So, well, there you have it. The CMP 90mm L-39. This is my next build project. Like I said, you guys can check it out at RC Groups, or you can search CMP 90mm L-39 from scaleflying.com. And you should be able to follow me on RC Groups and see the actual pictures of me doing the build step as I go. I will be back with another video as I get a little closer here. Check it out.